I'm Julie Robinson with the Hefner Museum, and I'm with Don Koller, retired educator and excellent naturalist. Don, what are we going to learn about today?
We're going to learn about why my feet are getting wet. We're in the wetlands. We're here today at Miami Whitewater to take a quick look at some wetlands. This location was farmed by the Shakers back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, and Hamilton County Parks has restored the wetlands here. And wetlands have many different forms and many different definitions. One from the Clean Water Act amendments, the latest definition is the term wetland means those areas that are inundated or saturated by the surface or groundwater at a frequency and duration sufficient to support, and under that normal conditions do support, a prevalence of vegetation typically adapted for life in saturated soil conditions. Ohio has drained about 90% of its swamps. Most of it came up around the Toledo area, the Black Swamp. In the 1800s, they put in the drain tiles and drained it all away because the soil is extremely rich and valuable for farming. But it's also unfortunate because it's some of the most useful landscaping in Ohio. The wetlands absorb extra water to keep down flooding. They actually even purify the water. Water comes in here, goes through the wetland system, gets taken up by plants or soaks down through the ground and is purified. And they also provide home for many different organisms. As you can hear calling behind me, red-winged blackbirds, saw northern water snake. There's numerous different species. Canadian geese are using these wetlands. And on the trail, we happen to have a northern water snake. Probably the most common snake you'll find in Ohio. They're found in every waterway in any water area you can think of. They're also fairly aggressive. They're not venomous, they're completely harmless, but they like to protect themselves. There we go. And wetlands support a wide variety of plant and animals. In Ohio, 1/4 of the plant species, 1/2 of the fish species, 2/3 of the bird species, and 3/4 of the amphibian species are listed as threatened or endangered are associated with Ohio wetlands. Not all wetlands are this large. There's about 33, 34 different types of wetlands. Some of them are small little ponds. They're called vernal pools. They're found in the springtime, late winter, springtime. And frogs and salamanders would lay their eggs in. No other fish or anything live in these pools. They lay their eggs in relative security of not having a fish like a trout or like a bass come in and gobble them all up. And they grow, mature, and then go back out into the woods. These, you've got large areas. You can hear the geese. The geese are nesting in here. There's some blue-winged teal in here. Some coots are in here. All waterfowl that need these as they overwinter or come up from the south. They overwinter here or they come up and fly through. They need these to be able to survive, to make up to the Great Lakes area and even further north into Canada.